The US says it wants to be a leader in crypto, but it's unsurprisingly already pushing a CBDC. I'm Natalie Brunell for Bitcoin Magazine, and we have a major development out of the White House. US President Joe Biden signed an executive order Wednesday that actively calls for policy on cryptocurrencies, as well as, quote, urgent action towards developing a central bank digital currency. The order says this will be a, quote, whole of government approach where a significant amount of regulatory agencies are called to collaborate in the research and development of digital asset regulation. So let's look at some excerpts from President Biden's order. The United States must maintain technological leadership in this rapidly growing space, supporting innovation while mitigating the risks for consumers, businesses, the broader financial system, and the climate. It also says, quote, the rise in digital assets creates an opportunity to reinforce American leadership in the global financial system and at the technological frontier. Both of those very bullish statements. But also, as Alex Gladstein pointed out in this tweet, the order says, my administration places the highest urgency on research and development efforts into the potential design and deployment options of a United States CBDC. Alex writes, it's worth noting this entire executive order on digital assets is heavy on CBDCs and doesn't mention Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoiners have come out on Twitter sharing both positive and negative reactions. Obviously, a lot of people in the space are very wary and concerned about CBDCs, but MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor shared very positive responses to the executive order on his Twitter page. He shared quotes from it and articles about the development and said he believes regulation will drive more adoption. Now, as for what's next, regulatory agencies were given timeframes ranging from 120 days to a year, most often around a 180-day period, for providing their reports on how cryptocurrencies operate within the economy, how to regulate them, and how to prevent their, quote, illicit use. The order gives a 200-day deadline specifically for a proposal regarding a CBDC development. So we might see a Fed coin pretty soon. Now, remember, the US is actually a bit behind on this. China has been developing a CBDC for years and is already in the testing phase. Now, honing in on what the White House calls illicit use of cryptocurrency, the order seeks to regulate stablecoins and other digital payment methods that could break traditional barriers. The order says, quote, the International Finance Stability Board, together with standard-setting bodies, is leading work on issues related to stablecoins, cross-border funds transfers and payments, and other international dimensions of digital assets and payments. It also goes on to say, quote, we must mitigate the illicit finance and national security risks posed by the misuse of digital assets. The order directs the Department of the Treasury, along with, get how many agencies here, the Financial Stability Oversight Council, the SEC, the FTC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the federal banking agencies, and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, all to develop policy for cryptocurrency as a means to protect individuals from systemic financial risks and to combat the illicit use of digital assets. The executive order touches some more on national security, arguing that a non-state currency can be, quote, used as a tool to circumvent the United States and foreign financial sanctions and other tools and authorities. Now, Senator Cynthia Lummis, who is a proponent of Bitcoin, released a statement on the order saying, quote, while I agree with the president's desire to combat money laundering and defend America's national security, I think his executive order misses the fact that the overwhelming majority of digital asset users are law-abiding and trying to make our financial system better. She went on to tweet this photo saying, quote, it's been a long time coming, but my bill to fully integrate digital assets into our financial system is almost ready. I'm putting the final touches on it with some key advocates and partners in the Senate, but watch out for an unveiling soon. We will, of course, be watching for that and staying on top of news surrounding the crypto executive order. In the meantime, though, weigh in the comments. What did you think of Joe Biden's order? And don't forget to get your Bitcoin conference ticket. We are less than a month away from more than 30,000 Bitcoiners gathering together in Miami, all in one place to celebrate and share their knowledge. Use the code COINSTORIES for 10% off your pass. And for more headlines, head to bitcoinmagazine.com.